Hello? Oh, I didn't turn my lights on. Trolling. How we doing, chat? Everyone having a good Wednesday? First Wednesday in a while for me on stream. Oh my gosh, the stream light is so bright. Oh, I'm just not used to it anymore. Can't handle the spotlight. Oh. It's fine. Everything's fine. How's everyone doing? I'm back from New Orleans. I had an amazing time. It was quite fun. Food, 17 out of 10. Highly recommend. Weather, -3 out of 10. Do not recommend. I never... Like, you know when people who live in Arizona and they're like, oh, it's like 120 outside, but don't worry, it's just a dry heat. Like, dude, it's still 120 outside. I get it now, okay? Because in New Orleans, it was like 90, and it was really humid. It was like muggy the whole week. Wow, it's so bad. It's simply the worst. I understand it now. I understand the dry heat comments now. They make sense. But anyways, food was amazing. Tournament was very fun. It was quite a good time. Kimchi, hello. It's good to see you. Dreaming Collectibles, hello. Good to see you too. We currently do not have any orders in the queue. Big sad. I'm going to sit here for a couple minutes, see if we get an order or two. If we don't, we'll leave the store open and come back a little bit later, but we'll just chill for a minute just in case. People might not have been aware we were going to have one today because Sean hasn't been live on Wednesday in a minute. So, you know, we'll give it a minute or two and see what happens. Tell us more about the food. So Louisiana is really well known for Cajun food as well as seafood, because you know they're right on the Gulf of Mexico basically. So we went to some restaurants down there. They also have a really good dessert called beignets. Those are pretty good. I didn't get to have one of those unfortunately, but I've heard that they're quite good. But the other food is quite good. We went to a seafood restaurant the first day we were there. I think it's called the Red Fish Cafe or something like that. Red Fish Restaurant, something like that. It was just off of Bourbon Street and it was quite good. I did go to NAIC Dream and I played Pokemon Champions. It was very fun. The Red Fish Cafe was very, very good. We got some fishy food there. It was quite tasty. And then we went to another place on Bourbon Street on the second day called Oceanside Cafe. That food was simply amazing. I had jambalaya pasta while I was there. One of the best meals I've ever had in my life. Like, actually. It was so amazing. Highly, highly recommend. So yeah, Red Fish. Again, I can't remember if it's let me look it up here. New Orleans Red Fish Restaurant. Red Fish Grill, is that it? Yeah, this one was it. Redfish Grill. So yeah, we went to Redfish Grill. Very, very good. Oceanside Cafe. Very, very good. Both of them, super good food. The tournament was quite fun. I went 5-3 in the main event. I was 5-1 at one point, so I had 2 back-to-back win-and-in opportunities. I unfortunately lost both of them. But if you want to see me play, actually, my last round was against a very prolific Japanese player by the name of Shoma Honami. They're like one of the best VGC players of all time. And so I played against him in round 8. And in round 8, they had their regular feature match on the mainstream. And then when that one was over, they actually then aired me and Shoma's match on the mainstream as well. So if you go through the Twitch VOD for NAIC, you can actually see one of my matches. I get demolished 2-0, but that's okay. It was really fun playing against one of the GOATs. It was a very, very fun time. And that guy, Shoma, ended up making it to top 4 in the tournament. Like, after beating me, they didn't lose again until semifinals of the whole tournament. So that was pretty crazy. They went on a run. And they also had a little Pokemon Center at the tournament. Going into the Pokemon Center was a mistake because I went to New Orleans and I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna get some nice food. I'll have to pay for my hotel and my Ubers, but it won't be that expensive of a trip. I'm just worried about paying for the food. Walked into the Pokemon Center and immediately lost all self-control of my wallet and spent like $350. So, we got a lot of cool Pokemon merch, but definitely spent a lot more money than I was expecting to spend on the trip. But that's okay. It was very, very fun. Alright, chat, we still got no new orders, so I'm gonna leave store open for another minute here. I'll hang out on stream for another minute. If we don't get anything by 12:20, I'm gonna go back to doing other things. Had I been to New Orleans before? No, I had not. The North American Internets had been there the last 2 years. I had really wanted to go the last 2 years, but I just didn't have, like, the funds available. I was paying off student debt. I had like other things come up, so I didn't have the chance to do it, but I was able to this year, and I'm very happy because New Orleans was a place I really, really wanted to visit. It was like high on the list of places I wanted to see, so I'm glad I got to go see it. And NAIC is in Chicago next year, which is sick. It's like literally 2.5 hours away from us only, so that'll be really, really nice for next year. We'll just be able to drive down. We'll make the trip a lot cheaper for us next year. We'll probably get a bunch of locals that squad up for NAIC in 2027. That'll be like super fun. Yeah, even though I didn't do good at a lot of tournaments this year, I really enjoyed traveling and seeing places. So I'm still happy with how the year went. We're in the off season now. The next event for me won't be until September, but I enjoyed seeing a lot of places. Pittsburgh was really cool. Vegas was obviously really fun. Toronto was probably my favorite place that I went to this year. I definitely want to go back to Toronto next year. That's like one place where I'm like, for sure, want to go back to Toronto. And then, where else did I go? Monterey was okay. London was, of course, really cool for the internets. And then, what was the other spring regional I went to? I was going to go to Houston, but canceled that one. I was going to go to the other Mexico one, but canceled that one. What was before? Oh, Indy. Indy was okay. Indy was fine. It's not like my favorite, but it's not the worst. You know, it's like drivable. I feel like the tolerance level for cities that regionals are in are a lot higher when you can drive to them. You know, if I had to fly in for Indianapolis, I'd be kind of like, you know, not really that amazing. But since I could drive to Indy and it's a lot cheaper, it's like, all right, sure, let's have it in Indy again. Like, I'd be okay with that. All right, chat, we got no orders currently, so I'll put up the Pokemon quiz game. I unfortunately have, you know, one of the detriments of going on trips like this, as fun as they are, is I have to play catch up on work when I get back. So, since we have no orders, I'm going to go do that. We got lots of trade-ins I can process. I got some training I can do. So, I'm going to start working on that. I'm going to put up the Pokemon quiz game for everyone here in the chat. We'll do full quiz. We'll do chaos mode because we're degenerates. And Twitch chat input. The game capital on. You know, we'll put the shinies up just because it's fun. Everyone likes shiny Pokemon, right? All right, chat, go nuts. Have fun. I probably have to make the screen a little bit smaller because it's gonna get hidden behind the chair. It should be fine. All right, chat, go nuts. Have fun with the Pokemon quiz. Let me just make sure it's working here. All right, there we go. Chat, good luck, have fun. if we get new orders, I'll plan to be back at like 2:30, somewhere in there. So if we get new orders, I'll come back then. If not, we'll just close up shop for the day. Chat, I'll see you later. How we doing, chat? I need some water. Alright, get your last guesses in. Also, someone misspelled Shiftry. I'm going to type that and spell it correctly. I saw you. Alright, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Alright, what we miss? Charmeleon? We missed Charmeleon? Bro, there's no way. We missed Kyogre? Where's Plumber's Crack? Where's Plumber's Crack? No shot we missed Kyogre. That's insane. I gotta take a screenshot and send that to him. He's gonna be so sad. Missed Lugia too. That's kind of rough. How we miss like some of the most popular Pokemon? Charmeleon, Lugia, Kyogre. Baniri's also somewhat surprising. This is Gen 5. We got all of Gen 6. That's pretty cool. Most of Gen 7, most of Gen 8. No, my goat. Espathra. You literally missed both of my favorite Scarlet and Violet Pokemon. That is crazy. Both Espathra and Tinkaton. Literally my two favorites from that game. And then Hydrapple. What was Q doing over there? That's crazy. Alright, well, GG's. GG's. It was a good run for the fans. 986 out of 1025 is still a pretty good ratio. That's like 90%, right? That's an A, I'm pretty sure. Well, is this Volume 5? Gemstone Volume 5. I also got to add another one. This queue, it looks like. This is the one with Florigato on it. Okay, I have the wrong Gemstone box. I'm going to have to re-grab those for Sheraton. Give me a second here. I also got to add one for Origin Plays. And Ascended Heroes. Okay, let me grab those. Ponyta boxes are not Volume 5. the Ascended, but where is the Gemstone Lighting Pot? That's full. Five just like not. Oh, we have here. All right, I got him. We good. Okay. Thank you for your patience, chat. I should probably ping the Discord, let them know we're here. Who's this person that I'm pinging? I don't know if that's the right person. It is, okay. Alright, cool. Liv is the first one in the queue. We got 25 Chaos Rising. First break of the day. There's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Liv. Good luck, have fun. 25 Chaos Rising. We shall see what we got. First boosty. Oh, would you look at that? We have a Mega Dragolgi full art in boosty number 1. That's not a bad start. Not a bad start for you, Liv. Next one we got Ampharos, just a hollow rare. Gudra hollow. Just the regular Gudra, not the Hisuian. We've got a Cincino EX. Little regular art. Oh, another full art. Roxy's Performance. Okay. Okay. You know, that's pretty solid. We'll take it. Now if we could get a full art Greninja, we'd really be cooking. Nitro Fire Energy. I still can't believe they made these energies rares. They're still like not expensive because we get rares in every single pack now, but like I did not think that they'd do that for an energy card. Ooh, a little Sliggoo illustration rare on a rainy day. Very nice. Of course it's on a rainy day because Gumi only evolves if it's raining outside. Little fun facts for the day for you. Okay, we got a Mega Greninja regular art. LDO Hollow. Trevenant Hollow. Oh, we got a Beedrill. Regular art. I do wonder if we're going to get a Mega Beedrill EX at some point. I wouldn't be surprised. Ooh, Tauros illustration rare. It's kind of nice. I don't think it's super expensive, but the artwork on the Tauros is always pretty cool. I mean, Tauros is just like such a cool Pokemon. I love the forms they did in Paldea too. The fire one and the water one. They're super cool. Alright, we got a Delphox. Valiant EX, we got a full art. Mega Pyroar EX. Just got put into Pokemon Champions yesterday. Don't think it's going to be super amazing, but you never know. Maybe it will be. We put a lot of the new Megas in Champions, though we still haven't gotten all of them. Really sad. I was hoping to try Mega Glycopod out on Pokemon Champions tonight, but it's still not in the game. Big sad. I also didn't put my boy Mega Salamence in, which also makes me very sad. But I figured they'd at least do all of the new ones, but they still haven't. Ooh, that is a double Ampharos pack with an illustration rare for Liv. Congratulations. Very nice artwork on this one. Oh, back to back. Ampharos into Faroki illustration rare. Mercurial Frog. Cincino EX. And then one more boosty for Liv. It is just a Delphox Hollow rare. Alright. Liv, thank you very much for the purchase. Hope you enjoyed the break. Lots of illustration rares. By lots, I mean 4. But you know, that's usually what you get in a box, and you only got 25 packs. So 4 is a pretty solid amount, I would say. Alright, let me snag a photo real quick. Oh, how you doing, Liv? I see you there in the chat. Hope you're doing good today. this another one? Yes, it is, for B52JT. And Surging Sparks, 15 Mega Evolutions. Alright, cool. Got you on there, B52. Oh, well, hello. Hello, hello. Oh, I thank you. Oh, shit. Alright, grab B52's order. But first, we gotta do for Sheraton, who has 2 Gemstone Volume 5 boxes featuring Gato, and then 32 Chaldean Fates, hoping for a Bubble Mew. At least that's what I'm hoping for as a Mew fanatic. As someone whose favorite Pokemon is Mew. Hoping for a Bubble Mew. Fingers crossed. Alright, Sheraton, best of luck to you. I'm going to start with the Gemstone Volume 5 because I've never opened that set before, and that sounds very exciting to me. And then we'll do the Paldean Fates after. Good luck, good luck. See what we got. 18 packs in these boxes. Such a random number of packs. What do the hit rates in these boxes usually look like, chat? Like how many secret rares and all of that good stuff. First boosty, we have a Spheal and a Tatsugiri, Master Ball. A little hat Pikachu. We got a Horsey and a Houndoom. Thank you for the card luck, Shadow Man. I will always take card luck when opening the Chinese set. Well, I'll take card luck when opening literally any set, but especially the Chinese ones because they got those sick exclusives. 1 to 2 art rare and 3 to 5 stamped foils. Got it. Ooh, we got Choco's boy, Joltik, in this set with the Master Ball. That's pretty cool. Let me slide these up a little bit so you can see the stacks a little bit better. I guess this one's still hiding behind me. I'm doing my best here. We got our first illustration rare. It is a Horsey illustration rare with the Shrouded Fable artwork on there. Very nice, Sheraton. Very nice. Bigalo and Master Ball Spheal. Oh, that's a stamped one. Stamped Braviary. Ooh, we got a stamped Pikachu. That feels like a good one to get stamped. It's like double stamped because it's got the purple gemstone stamp, and then it's also got the like anime stamp. Double stamped Pikachu with the captain hat. Ad break. brother. Alright, hold on, chat. Twitch is going to make me do an ad break, so I'm just going to rip the Band-Aid off and do it now. But I'll pause the break. I will not open any more packs until the ad break is done. I'll be back in just a minute here. It's like, if this was a small break, I would just snooze the ad break and then run the ads after the break was done. But because it's like a larger break, if I snooze it, it's just going to pop up again in the middle of the break. You might as well just like do it now, you know? Not ideal, for sure. Not ideal, but what can you do, you know? Oh, Liv's back in the queue. Sick. Only 8 boosties this time. They go from 25 boosties to 8 boosties. I like it. You never know what you're going to get with Liv. Could be anything. Could even be a Chaos Rising break. Had to get the fan going. It is toasty in here today. It is toasty. It's okay. We got the fan. Everything will be fine. Everyone having a good Wednesday? Did everyone have a good weekend? Like, just how is everyone doing? I haven't seen you guys in so long. How has everybody been? It's been too long since I've been able to open some boosties on the stream, so I'm glad I get to do some today. It makes me very happy. Very, very happy. $30 seconds. We're almost ready for boosties. We're almost ready. We're so close. $10 seconds. Oh, we're getting there. And we're back. All right. Sorry for the ad break there, chat. Twitch doesn't like me. For anyone who couldn't hear me, because the ads were playing, normally I would simply snooze the ad break until the break was done, and then I'd just run ads afterwards. But the break's large enough that if I do that, is probably just going to pop up again in the middle of the break again. So it's just not worth it at that point. Because you can only snooze the ads so many times. After a while, it just automatically runs them. It's quite annoying. Hey, second art rare for the break. We have a reboot. Played hacky sack with the snowball. Congratulations, Sheraton. Very, very solid pull on the reboot. So that's 3 stamps and 2 art rares. So this should theoretically be nothing. It is nothing. Easy clap. All right. Next box of gemstone. Ooh, look at that. A double Crocolore. Stamped Watchful. Hey, what up, Paige? How you doing? I played some Apex last night for the first time in ages. I was washed, but my friends were doing pretty good, so that was cool. We did have back-to-back dubs in ranked, which was pretty sick. Our first one was like such a fraudulent dub, though. We literally just ran into zone and held position in zone, and then we just like everyone just died while we were waiting for them to get in zone, basically. Like, it was the most fraudulent win I've ever gotten in Apex Legends. Well, second most fraudulent win I've ever gotten in Apex Legends. But yeah, it was super funny. We basically just got to the end game and had like 3 teams left, and one of them had to int the other one, so we just cleaned up. I think we had like 2 kills as a team when we won that game. Hey, we got a Growlithe illustration right here. That's pretty sick. Congrats, Sheraton. I do like this one a lot. It's super cute. But we balanced that one out because the next win that we got was like insane. Both of my teammates had 2Ks. And we had like 20 we had like 20 kills as a team. It was bonkers. It was a pretty good night of games. I cannot complain. I cannot complain. We won't talk about how I only did like 800 damage in the second dub, but you know, it's fine. It's fine. All right, last pack. Can we get a second art rare? Maybe? For the fans? Boo. Alright, just one in the second box. That's okay. It was a Growlithe, and the Growlithe one is pretty cool, to be fair. Alright, time for the main event, which is Chaldean Fates. Alright, Sheraton. Good luck. Have fun. We shall see what we got. Fingers crossed for a Bubble Mew. One time for the fans. Sharkadet. Woobat. Squawkabilly. Got an Armarouge in Boosty number 2. Hey, there's our first shiny baby. We got a Ceruledge, which doesn't actually look that different from regular Ceruledge. It just has yellow eyes instead of the normal color. That's my one complaint. I love Ceruledge and Armarouge. I think they're sick Pokemon, especially Ceruledge. Their shiny forms don't look any different aside from the eyes. Quite sad. Endless potential with Ceruledge, in my opinion. I'm sorry, I was invited by a duo, okay? I would have been happy to play Apex with you, but I got invited by a duo, so there was no room. It's not my fault. Smoldiv, a little shiny baby. Crisis Punch, we got a Zatu. That's what happened, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Toad Screw. and Annihilate. Ooh, Spiritomb, shiny baby. One of the cooler shiny designs, in my opinion. Cries in gold lobbies. Dude, I feel you, Paige. If it's any consolation, alright, I'm also in gold. But because my friends have been playing and I haven't, they're in platinum. So they were getting, like, diamonds in the lobby pretty consistently. So I had to play against diamonds as a gold player who hadn't played the game in, like, a month. So yeah, I got pretty cooked, unfortunately. Michael doesn't want to play Apex with me. Craig doesn't want to. That's true. That's true, Ben. They hate you. It's actually crazy. Hey, that's a special illustration rare. It's not a Pokemon, but it's an Iono, and we'll take that. Sheraton, congratulations on the special illustration rare supporter. Iono. Very, very nice pull. Yeah, I like the Iono too, Liv. I like it more than the Paldea one, personally. Nah, shiny illustration rare. We got a Wug Trio. Everyone's favorite illustration rares. News one time? Nah, that's crazy. Crazy work, Paige. How could you do that to our friend Choco? Simply diabolical, if you ask me. Hey, look, it's another Armarouge. Hey, we got a Jumpluff. Pink Jumpluff, another great shiny sprite. Hey, Rubies, how you doing? Worst part is, we were fragging out and Austin showed up 30 minutes late. That sounds like Austin. Shots fired. What up, nerd? Wait, that's only for Ben. You can call me nerd all you want, Rubies. I will not take offense to that. We got a Mabostiff, shiny baby. A little doggo. Well, a big Angie doggo. But, you know. All doggos are little doggos. Hey, and we have a Wigglytuff full art shiny. First full art shiny of the break. Voltorb, shiny baby. One crisp high five if you take my shift tonight. That's a good deal, Q. You should totally do it. Paige doesn't give out crisp high fives to just anybody. You gotta cash it in while you can here. Hard? That's crazy. Noivern EX. Oh, it's a double. It's a double hit pack. We have a Wug Trio, illustration rare, and a Noivern EX full art shiny. NAIC was very fun, Rubies. It was very fun. The food in New Orleans is like triple S tier, 17 out of 10. Highly recommend. So good. And the tournament was very fun to play in as well. I actually got a set on the mainstream. It was the last round of the day. I lost, unfortunately, but last round of the day, they played their feature match, and then after the feature match was over, they showed my match. So that is pretty cool. Played video game NAIC twice now, and I've gotten on the mainstream both times, which is pretty cool. Grinding the influencer life? Yeah, no, I do not think so. I played against someone who was an influencer, though. I played against an influencer in round 1. Not for Pokemon, they just kind of did, like, variety content, they told me. But they were just playing Pokemon for fun. Like a real millennial. You say that like all millennials do that. They don't. Paige, if you do that, I think you're the only millennial I know that does that. Who wants to do? Yeah, sure. Alright, last boosty. We have another shiny baby. It is a Greedent with a Revavroom and a reverse Natu. So no Bubble Muse here, Sheraton. Big sad. But we did get a special illustration rare Iono. Lots of shiny babies and some cool illustration rares out of the Gemstone Horizons boxes. Hope you enjoyed the breaks. I am going to snag a photo for the Discord. Give me just a second to do that. Sometimes you're just too hungry to take photos of food. True! That's so true. I'm always too hungry to take photos of food. Truer words have honestly never been spoken. I make Ian wait, he always gets pissed. Yeah, I'd be mad too. What the heck? Don't be doing that to Ian. Ian did nothing wrong. Let my man eat, for sure. Dude, if someone tried telling me not to eat food so they could take a photo, I'd be like, you can take a picture of your food. I'm eating my food. Alright, Origin Plays up next. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 boosties of Ascended Heroes. Good luck, good luck, good luck. Crash. Hashtag stand with E. I agree, Ben. I agree. We should stand with Ian here and let the man eat his food in peace. Without the flashes of photography interfering with his dinner plans. This is a tragedy that needs to be righted. Ooh, that's a full art Ultra Ball. That's not a bad card to hit, Origin Plays. Congratulations on the full art Ultra Ball. I'm surprised Ultra Ball isn't more expensive than it is. It's still like, for an item card, it's pretty expensive. But like Ultra Ball as a whole, I feel like is used. Like, remember the secret rare Ultra Balls from Plasma Freeze? Oh, oh, oh! Look at this. We talk about sick high rarity cards. We pull a sick high rarity card. That's how it works, chat. Mega Howlucha Special Illustration Rare for Origin Plays. Congratulations. From the top ropes. Ooh, we got a Dracloak. And a little Dragon Reverse Hollow Rayquaza for Benefi, too. Crazy. Snowruns. And it's a Galarian Obstagoon illustration rare. It's a really good 10 packs. Honestly, a full art, an SIR, and 2 IRs. This is a good 10 packs, Origin Plays. Alright, we have a Mega Electros, which also just entered Pokemon Champions. We'll see how good that one ends up being. Spectrier, and last pack, any Magic. Snorunt, Obstagoon, and a Terapagos. No dice on the last pack. That's okay. Origin Plays, thank you for purchasing solid 10 boosty packs. Hopefully you enjoyed the break.
Not to interrupt your stream, but if you want to mute for a second.
Oh, goodness. Alright, we're back. Did my photo get posted in the Discord? It did? Sick. Alright. B52JT. Next one up, we got a mix. We got some surging. We got some mega. A nice little mix for sure. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. B52, good luck, have fun. We'll see what we got. Hey, that's a Steelix illustration rare. Not a bad way to start. Really cool illustration rare. I gotta get more top loaders here. Can I have the Steelix? Oh, nice! How you doing, by the way, B52? Good to see ya. Oh, look at that. We got a regular Steelix to go with the IR Steelix. And we got another Steelix to go with the regular Steelix, which goes with the IR, you know? We got a Kyogre. Plumber's Crack is happy, wherever they are. Aw, rest in peace, Pages Points. F's in the chat. Ripperonis. Okay, we have a Mega Obama Snow. Last one of Mega. Just another Xerneas haul. Lots of Xerneases. Not a lot of other goodies. Okay. Maybe the Surging Sparks will be a little kinder to us. Good luck, B52. Oh, we got a Cerulege EX. Regular art. Well, that's a pink card. We have an Amulet of Hope Ace Spec. Vigrify Eye. Amulet of Hope's got to be like the only Ace Spec that never saw high-level play at any point. Amulet of Hope and then the Megaton Blower, I think it's called. Those two. All the other ones were good in something, I feel like. Alright, we got a black Kyurem EX. Last boosty, hoping for something for B52. Togetic reverse, Mankey reverse, and a full art Surfer in the very last pack. Texture, I suppose, but I know it's not what we're looking for. Sorry for the bad luck this time around, B52. At least the Steelix was new for the collection. That at least helps a little bit. But yeah, hopefully we get you some better luck on the next one. Definitely appreciate the purchase, B52. Alright, fair enough, Rubies and Shadow Man. You guys win this round. You guys win this round. Any hits out of Ascended? The Ascended ones were pretty good, actually. We got a couple of IRs. It was Dracloak and something else. I don't remember the second one. And then we had a SIR Halucha out of the Ascended as well. So, you know, for 10 packs, it was honestly pretty solid. I can look. I know there's another one that I'm... Oh, so out of the Ascended, we had Full Art, Ultra Ball, SIR Halucha, IR Dracloak, and IR Obstagoon. So 4 hits out of the 10 packs. Yeah, sorry, B52. It looks so good when we got the Steelix, and you were like, oh, I don't have that one. I was like, sick. And then we just, like, didn't pull anything for the rest of the break. Super unfortunate. This is the way it goes sometimes, unfortunately. Okay. Q still looks like it is caught up. So we're going to grab the 8 Chaos Rising for Liv. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we can count to 8 because it's a multiple of 4. Liv, good luck, have fun. We shall see what we got for you. Watch Hog. Deoxys, Delphox, regular Honoreo. Brigadier, special red card, Magnetic Metal Energy. Chestnut, Weedle, and a Crobat. Hey, there's a Froakie illustration rare. Second one of the day for you, Liv. I think we got one of these in your first break. Second frog on the day. How are you celebrating the nerf to Golden Go? I'm not super happy with how it was handled. I mean, I kind of am. I think dropping the special attack 2 stages instead of 1 is good. Because I think, like when Choice Specs comes out, for example, the fact that you can launch a Make It Rain and then launch a second one essentially at neutral special attack is like really dumb. Or in Scarlet Violet, if you Terra Steel, it's like even stronger than it would be normally. Like, that's dumb. That shouldn't be a thing. So I don't mind that part. I don't like that they dropped the accuracy. It just induces RNG into the game when we didn't need to do that. I would much rather have seen them drop the power of Make It Rain, but keep it 100%. Because now it's just 120 base power, 95% accurate. It's just going to be like a really absurdly strong move 95% of the time. The other 5% of the time, it's going to be like it's going to miss. And you just get like nothing for your worth. And I don't like that. Frogadier, illustration rare for Liv. Congratulations. 2 frogs in the break for you. 3 frogs on the day, though this one's a different frog. But still, a very, very nice pull. Hopefully you enjoyed the break. I would have much rather had them take Make It Rain and make it 110 base power or 100 base power, but still keep it 100% accurate. I think that would have been a better way to go about it, personally. Because then it's always going to hit, but it's just not going to do as much damage. So that's how I feel. Sick of seeing him. Well, I don't think you're going to see very much. I mean, it might be popular, but to be honest, the metagame is not in a great spot for Golden Go anyways. Because the most popular Pokemon are King Gambit and Basculegion, and they just like own Golden Go super hard. And the most popular Mega Pokemon is Charizard, which just owns Golden Go super hard. So like, even if it had been at full power, I don't think it would have been like insane still. But TLDR, I'm happy they nerfed it. I just would have did the nerf a little differently. That's how I would have gone about it. I think all of the nerfs they've made, but like, I would have rather seen them, like I said, I would have rather seen them nerf the damage. So that way it just isn't as massive of a spread move. The 2 stages I'm on board with. I would have, if I was in charge, I would have taken Make It Rain. I would have made it 100 base power instead of 120. And I would have made it drop the special attack 2 stages just like they did. That's what I would have did. But, as I was about to say, I am happy they at least did nerf it in some way. I think what they did is better than not nerfing. Golden Go definitely needed a nerf. I think all of the Pokemon they introduced that got nerfs definitely needed nerfs. Like Annihilate having Nate Rage Fist nerfed, that was good. Golden Go having Make It Rain nerfed, that was good. What was the other big one? Oh, Metagross not having Heavy Slam. That's probably pretty good. Like, those all on board with. All on board with all of those. I think those were great. The only one that was not necessary was stupid Overquill losing Mortal Spin. Like, what are we doing? We didn't need to do that to the fam Overquill. It wasn't even that good. I don't even think it used Mortal Spin when it was being played. Like, it just used, like, Sucker Punch, Secondary Dark Stab, Poison Stab, Protect. Like, it didn't even use Mortal Spin. So that one felt kind of random. But the other ones, I think, were all good. The other ones were all good, for sure. And I'm happy with the buffs, too. Swampert getting Wave Crash. Huge game for Swampert. Sceptile getting Earth Power. Huge game for Sceptile. Don't know if it's enough to make Sceptile, like, truly good. But it's definitely good that it got it. Your girl came out unscathed from the almighty nerfs. Which one is that, Rubies? Are you talking about Dragonite? Ogerpon. Oh, well, we don't know. They could add Ogerpon and they could still decide to nerf her. You never know. But we don't know. That's so far into the future. Dragonite keeping multi-scale was actually insane. I mean, yeah. But I mean, Dragonite kind of needs it, right? Because, like, with how popular Rock-type attacks are and Fairy-type attacks are, and then we got Mega Frostlass with Blizzard, like, Mega Dragonite would have been pretty bad, I think, if we didn't give it multi-scale. I don't even know what other ability you would give it. Because the other, like, regular Dragonite has Inner Focus, so it can't be intimidated or flinched, but, like, you actually lose physical attack when you Mega Evolve. It becomes a special attacker. So, like, giving it Inner Focus wouldn't have been nearly as good as Multiscale. Like, I don't even know what other ability you would give it. Like, Multiscale, I feel like just makes so much sense for what you want that Pokemon to do, you know? You can't give it, like, huge power or, like, Volt Absorb. Like that'd just be, like, the most random decision of all time. Would have seen play it? I honestly don't know that it would have. If Mega Dragonite had Inner Focus instead of Multiscale, I don't know that it would have. Because, like I said, it loses attack upon Mega Evolution, so it already doesn't care about Intimidate. It's not really a benefit. And you would just get, like, decimated by a Floette Dazzling Gleam. You just get, like, so owned by it. Mega Frostlass Blizzard would just delete you. Alolan Ninetales Blizzard would just delete you. A lot of teams are running Whimsicott Glamora. Like, those teams would just run you over, I feel like. I just don't... Like, you can't flinch, which is undoubtedly good, but it's not, like, so good that I would, like, run it over, like, multi-scale, you know? It's just kind of, like, okay. Alright, Cypher Doom coming in for 10 Chaos Rising. Hope you're doing well today, Cypher Doom. What does False Surrender even do? I saw that it lost that move. I don't even know what that move does. Because it, like, literally never ran it. Grimmsnarl, though, I think is overall very, very good, and getting light clay in the game is a massive W. One of the, like, big problems, I think, with the previous format is stuff like Basculegion and Charizard. They just do so much damage. They just, like, remove your team so quickly. So being able to put up, like, an Aurora Veil with Ninetales and have it last for potentially the whole game is, like, so big. It's such a big deal. Auto hits and bypasses accuracy checks. What's its base power? And is this a fairy type move? Alright, 10 Chaos Rising for Cypher Doom. Good luck, good luck. We'll see what we got. Hey, that's a Cincino EX special illustration rare. Cypher Doom with the perfect 10-pack snipe on the day. Congratulations. Physical Dark 80, so not bad. Oh. I mean, yeah, it's not bad. You'd probably rather just run Sucker Punch most of the time, I think. Or Knockoff, if it still gets Knockoff. You'd probably rather run one of those two moves anyways. So yeah, like it's dumb that it lost False Surrender, but like, no one was really running it anyway, so I feel like it's fine. Ooh, we got Philippe, full art supporter. But I mean, also, we thought Knockoff on Incineroar wouldn't be that big of a deal, because it still gets Throat Chop and, like, Crunch and stuff like that. Darkest Lariat. Well, by we, maybe it was just me. But I thought Knockoff wouldn't be the biggest deal, but it, like, dropped Incineroar from most used Pokemon ever to, like, just inside the top 10. So, you know, maybe it's a big deal. But there's not a lot of stuff right now that where accuracy even comes into play. Like, no one's really using Minimize. And, like, Sandveil and Snowcloak, they exist, but, like, no one really... Like, they're not that popular. Even if they were, I don't even know that Grimmsnarl would do enough damage for it to matter, you know? Like, if you're spamming Minimize with a Sandaconda, like, I don't know if it would actually... like, matter that you can hit it with a Grimmsnarl that's probably not EV'd an attack at all. So I don't know. I think like 99 out of 100 Grimmsnarls are just going to use Spirit Break or Sucker Punch instead. So... Trevenant, Garbodor, and a Mega Greninja regular art. 2 Cincinos and a Mega Greninja. Well, actually, 3 Cincinos if you include the SIR. The most important Cincino on the table. Cypher Doom, congrats on the special illustration rare. Hopefully you enjoyed the break. I'll have a photo up in the Discord momentarily here. Yeah, the Grimmsnarls are like, they're pretty much all gonna run support, I think. Even without Thunder Wave, like you still get Parting Shot and then Light Screen Reflect. So like I imagine that most Grimmsnarls will have a pretty similar moveset. It does get some other cool ones, like you can use Scary Face for some cool shenanigans. Morgrim kept false surrender, oddly enough. Well, Morgrim's not in the game yet, so we don't know. They might have just not bothered to change it because it's not in the game, you know? Just like minimum amount of work. If they ever decide to put Morgrim in the game, they might decide at that point, okay, we'll just match whatever Grimmsnarls was. That's why I was saying we don't technically know if Ogerpon's going to be nerfed yet or not, you know? Like, I don't think anyone knew Metagross was going to lose Heavy Slam prior to literally yesterday when they finally put it in the game. Like, it could be the same for something like Ogerpon. Like, why bother changing it if it's not going to be in the game? I wonder how long it's going to be before we see Ogerpon. Because, like, they've kept all of the legendaries out of the game, right? And that's, I think, pretty clearly intentional. That, like, even the not powerful ones, you know, like Zapdos, Articuno, Raikou, Suicune, Registeel, like those ones. We don't even have those in the game currently. So I wonder if Ogerpon is going to come into the game with all of those, or if Ogerpon goes in with like the restricted, like I don't know when we're going to get Ogerpon. And I'm wondering like if we just get all the legendaries at the same time, or if we like get some of them and not others. Because, you know, like, we're waiting on Mega Heatran, right? We've been waiting to try that new legendary Pokemon out for a while. But, like, if we're not going to see legendaries for a while, that means we won't see Mega Heatran for a while. And that's kind of surprising. And then, like, are they going to give us Mega Zeraora at that time? Or are we still just not going to be able to use that? Like, we don't know. They could do literally anything they want. It does feel like they're trying to keep similar, well, mostly similar power level things together. I think Basculegion and Kingambit are kind of a exception. And like Annihilape and Goldengo are going to be really, really good now. But like, for the most part, it seems like they're not trying to put all of the most powerful Pokemon in at the same time. They're trying to, like, slowly introduce them, which I think is cool. I enjoy the slower tier of power. Yeah, it's pretty popular. Like, some people really like the most powerful formats. Some people really like the most powerful formats. And some people, like me, like the ones in the middle. It's kind of nice that you get to experience all the different aspects of competitive play over the course of a game and how it evolves, you know? Back when I first started playing, we did things, this is before we had regulations, so what they did is the first year would be like just a regional Pokédex would be allowed. So like when I first started playing in Sun and Moon, we could only use Pokemon that were in the Alola Pokédex. And those formats were generally pretty low power like this one, and they were really fun. And then the next year, we would get national decks, but we would not get restricted legendaries. We would just get the regular national decks, so no restricted legendaries, no mythicals. And then the last year, we would get the double restricted formats. Wolf actually brought Toxic Stall. I mean, it was a good call for the event. A lot of teams just weren't prepared to handle Toxapex. Pokemon like Garchomp just, like, don't do enough damage to it. I think people also, like, it's attributed to being a Toxic Stall team, but realistically, I think it's more of a... It almost functions more like a Mega Gengar, because when you use Infestation, they can't switch their Pokemon out anymore. And I think Wolf takes advantage of that very well. You know, you can trap something like a Basculegion, for example, in the game. Suddenly it can't switch out. Wolf gets to bring in his Hydreigon, and now your Basculegion is just dead. Because you can't get it, you literally cannot get it out of there. That aspect of the team, I think, isn't talked about enough. It almost functions like a Mega Gengar without having to put a Mega Gengar on the team. Which is cool. Yeah, I mean, Wolf, to be fair, Wolf did also have some pretty good RNG earlier in the bracket. He was on stream twice in a row, I saw, and he got a double, or it was a double Baneful Bunker, not a double Protect, but same thing. He got a double Protect to win the game. Both other times he was on stream. It's kind of funny how it worked out, and then it just all came back on him in the semifinals, which was so unfortunate. Alright, chat, we got no orders in the queue. I think I'm going to make this last call. We will leave the store open for another 2 minutes. If we got nothing by 3:50, I'm closing up shop for the day. Yeah, Ceruledge was really good. I actually played it a little bit on the ladder. It's very good into Charizard teams, for sure. Like Charizard Floette teams, because you just get resistances into both Megas plus the Whimsicott. And then obviously if you get a bulk up, you usually live, you know, Rock Slides and Earthquakes and stuff like that. So it becomes very hard for them to actually deal with the Ceruledge, which is really cool. Delway had a very, very cool team. They just got a little unlucky at the end. But, like, that's Pokemon, you know? If you want to win a tournament, you got to get at least a little bit lucky. You got to either hit matchups that aren't bad, or you got to get some lucky, like, misses and crits and stuff like that. I believe she got crit in top 8 is what happened. She essentially got to the point where the bulk ups were in, and she just had to sweep through the team, and then Garchomp crit her, I think, with a Stomping Tantrum, if I remember correctly. Well, that's how the game goes sometimes. Alright, chat, no new orders, so we will close up the shop. Give me just a second to do that, and then I'll send us off here. Yo, a Palafin? I don't know if I've seen that in Pokemon Community Game before. Hello, Naughty Boy. How are you doing today? Thank you. Hashtag blessed. touring a new place, moving is stressful. Oh yeah, it is very stressful. I definitely feel that, naughty boy. I didn't read this somewhere, but I heard from a like Magic player that I follow. I think it was Louis Scott Vargas talked about it a little bit. He said he like randomly read an article one day. It said like moving ranks as like a top 3 traumatic event for humans. Like it's so like that's how stressful it is for people. It's like right after death of a loved one and then like a second really like traumatic event. It's like top 3. Like that's how stressful it is for people. So it's not just you. It is not just you. Nobody likes moving. Yeah, I imagine, Rubies. I do kind of wonder if, like, movers don't get affected as much because they do it so often, you know? So I kind of wonder if they're, like, not affected as much. But I'd imagine that it's not the case. It's probably different when it's your stuff rather than someone else's. All right, chat. Thanks for hanging out. Shorter stream. I mean, technically, it's about as long of a stream as I usually go. It's just most of it was spent on the Pokemon quiz. But hopefully you enjoyed the stream today. I believe I should be live Wednesday again at my usual time. I believe Ben should be live tomorrow, as long as he can get all the shipments done. I haven't heard anything different, but if anything different does happen, join our Discord server because we always post about it in there. !Discord into Twitch. It is in the description of the video if you are on YouTube. Chat, I'm going to head out, get some more work done. I will see you all next time. Have a good rest of your day, y'all. Peace.